Hello, and welcome to today's subscriber contract. What a ledge! Set in Sapienza and supplied to us today by Paul Anderson, 37. So on to our briefing. These 5 targets have drunk too much over New Year and are struggling with their footing. Give them a helping hand, 47. This was inspired by the Hitman series on PlayStation Access. So moving on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them, along with a free map. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting at the harbour, and we're going to be bringing with us a lockpick, a sedative bubblegum in a briefcase, and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we're going to remove our bubblegum from the briefcase, place it in our pocket, and approach the end of the pier where our first 2 targets are currently enjoying a bit of fishing. We're just going to wait for what I like to call Mrs. Carrington to vacate the area. Could actually get away with getting rid of both of these 2 before she turns round, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So once Mrs. Carrington has vacated the area, we're going to give our first target a gentle nudge, and then we're going to put our second target to sleep and then drop him into the water. Unfortunately, I've re-picked up my briefcase and then lost my briefcase. Never mind, we don't need it. So with our first 2 targets down, we're now going to head off to target number 3, and they are located in the church, and they're going to make their way up to the choir's balcony. So we're going to make our way through and in via the crypt, and if we time this just right, we should get there just as they're vacating the area, and there will be an extra church worker in the vicinity as well. So we're just going to take it nice and casual, no need to run. So let's see, there is our target just leaving. There is the other church worker. They won't stick around for very long. They're going to make their way into the main church building any moment. And when they do, we can then make our way up the stairs towards the choir's balcony. There we go. And we're going to select our sedative bubblegum, and we're going to place it just outside the entrance to the choir's balcony, and then continue on up a little further, and we're just going to wait up here while our target goes through their routine, and when they come back, they will come back up the stairs and spot the bubblegum, just like that. And once they have safely put themselves to sleep, we can then drop them over the balcony. So the sedative bubblegum isn't exactly necessary. You can wait for them to go onto the choir's balcony and then return and render them unconscious. Just don't throw them over the choir's balcony, because there's eyes everywhere and you will be spotted. So once we get our friend here over the edge, quick flying lesson back to the ground floor. That is 3 targets down, 2 more to go. We're going to go back out via the crypt as it's the safest exit, and we're now going to head to Rocco's apartment. We're going to take the back way in so we don't have to run all the way up the main street. So once we're up here, we're going to need a throwable item, and it just so happens to be a kitchen knife in the ICA apartment. So we'll just make our way in, grab that from the kitchen, and then make our way up to Rocco's apartment. And we're going to throw the kitchen knife into the middle of the room, and that will get Rocco's attention. And when he comes to investigate, we're going to make our way around the outer balcony here, and we can then sneak up behind him and render him unconscious. Now, unfortunately, with such a wide balcony area, you'd think there'd be other places to throw him off, but this appears to be the only spot where we can deposit our victim. So, one more target to go, and they are the florist all the way back at the beginning of the level. So we're just going to head all the way there, and if we're quick enough we won't encounter the tourist, which is kind of a shame. I do enjoy running him over on my way out. So we're just going to approach the florist, render him unconscious, and we're going to give him a quick skydiving lesson with a free swimming lesson to boot. So with all of our targets taken care of, all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and we're going to head straight for the VW Beetle exit. So there we go, one more subscriber contract taken care of, and we should just get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We had no objectives to worry about, and in turn that will gain us a Silent Assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.